It was a couple of days ago I made a video saying I feel depressed, I'm a little bit sad, I feel awful, etc. And the reason being is that I make these videos, I spend hours researching them, getting the information, getting the copyright to make sure it's okay, and then YouTube put a copyright strike on it up after they said it was okay, etc. Maybe the temperature is really hot at the moment, so it sort of does say you don't want to make them. But the videos that people keep bringing up with, especially related to China, saying that a VPN is legal and showing no evidence. Well, I show the actual evidence and a video call with someone in China who is a lawyer saying it is illegal, saying, whew, you sort of say, what's the point? And then the amount of views that I get, it sort of goes, oh, you go again, what's the point? Now, I always have treated YouTube as a hobby for, you could say 5 years since I've been on YouTube, or October, I think, is going to be 6 years. I've only got up to 33,000 subscribers, but what I do with my channel is I'm honest and I'm truthful. In other words, I will find an article which I think people may be interested about. I will find not the actual written evidence, but the video evidence. And I want this video not from any kind of media source, but from someone on Twitter or X, for example, who actually witnessed the event, which you can believe far more than someone, let's say in China, who would just talk and talk and talk, and he would show some article from the Global Times, like someone in America may show an article from the Washington Post. Is it believable? Is it too good to be true, etc.? What we need to see is articles with the actual video evidence or the photo evidence, regardless if it's been, I can't even really say that, regardless if it's been photoshopped, if it's true. Now, I made a video yesterday related to China news, where they had this rocket being launched off a ship. Is it possible? Well, it doesn't make sense to me, and the photography or the cinema graphic, or, you know, the film just looked like a CGI kind of movie from Star Wars or some kind of adventure movies like that. So I like to put these questions out to the public. Do you think this is real? Do you think it is fake? Now, I do get a lot of China bots, especially when I talked about the Xiaomi SU or the Su7 car, saying it's a wonderful car, it's the best one, it's only $30,000, it's much better than the $120,000 Porsche Taycan. Then I suggest people, why don't you go and watch the Mac Master, who has a Porsche Taycan. He hates electric cars, and the Porsche Taycan, yeah, was his biggest mistake, but he's been driving Porsches all his life. And why are they expensive? Well, like a Bentley, for example, it's the quality of the car. How can Xiaomi produce a car so cheaply? We just have to wait and see. But this is what I do. I will see the evidence of the Xiaomi, I will show you, this is the advertising for it, then the real life videos of what happened to that car. It's honest and truthful. It's not really biased. If something good happens in China, and I will sort of like be happy to show it. But a lot of the time it's sort of like quite fake. Yeah, especially when it comes to the government and the amount of money they spend, like $7 billion on propaganda. And I could say a lot of them go to the people who create these videos, who look wise and knowledgeable, and maybe an ex-copper from London, for example, and they would post this on Western media. And this is my other concern. Why can't we post our media on Chinese social media? But it's blocked. So when it comes to TikTok and all that kind of rubbish, I'm not a big fan of TikTok. I don't even use it. I don't see the point of it at all. So when it comes to things like that, why can't America ban it? Because China has banned YouTube, Facebook, Google, etc. You can watch it, but you can watch it with an illegal VPN. You can see it just goes round and round in circles. The problems with Taiwan should be independent. That's my point of view. China wants to grab its dirty hands on Taiwan. Why? I can guess because it has a really high GDP. It's highly developed, and the salary there is something like 56,000 American dollars per year, while in mainland China it's only 16,000 on average, not for everyone, for example. And Taiwan is doing very well, so they just want to incorporate it under the belt. So China can't actually say to be reunified, or the CCP cannot be reunified, because they were never unified at the beginning. It was the the Republic of China who lost the Civil War and moved to Taiwan and claimed it and made it the ROC, the Republic of China. The CCP came later. Anyhow, we get into complicated things like this. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening while I'm making this. I will be putting it out for tomorrow. So this is what I want to do. I just want to do I can say something, and then I want to back it up with the evidence. And it's quite surprising when you do back it up with evidence, people would say this is fake, or they would not watch the whole video entirely and just put in a comment, which is actually quite funny. I know this could be some trolls, but hey, you're going to get trolls with everything, near enough. And this is the good and bad of social media channels like YouTube. Many people do suggest for me to switch over to Rumble, but I'm a sort of lazy guy and say, you know what, start again. It takes a long time to set up a YouTube channel. It's easy to set it up and then you wait for your 4,000 hours and your 1,000 subscribers, but to get the actual money, wow, it took me 6 months. Granted, it was over the COVID period, and this is a down thing of YouTube in a way that they will send you a letter. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, and this letter never came 3 times. And the other method that they have, you can do it within half an hour. So it's sort of like long-winded, but there's an old saying, if it isn't broken, it doesn't need to be fixed. In other words, many people have managed to get their channel monetized in their way of posting a letter for the verification of the address, but you can see it's not always the case. Regardless of that, I am just ranting on for 10 or so minutes. This is what I want my channel to be, and you can agree, you can disagree. I also, even though I said this a million times, you don't have to say, yes, wonderful video. You can disagree with me, but give me the evidence. Give me the link of the evidence or whatever. Send me an email. You can find my email address if you go to the community channel, and you will see the email there. Send me a picture of this, whatever, or create your own video related to it on your own YouTube channel and send me the link. Doesn't take long to do if you want to show your point of view. If you get my drift, or you have a Twitter account, send me the link to that and I can see the other side. But this is it. Truthful Honesty channel with evidence. The evidence is not someone talking about it, because I can talk about anything. I could say Xi Jinping is the best president in the world, and then I could show you some written words from it, from Global Times. But we want to see the actual video evidence, and not from, I repeat, not from the media, but from real people on a phone. And then you can actually see it, and that's what people believe more. It may be photoshopped, it may be edited, but we are intelligent people. We're not dumb. We're not Forrest Gump. And we can sort of go, well, that's not real. There's a picture I saw of Xi Jinping with some children, and they were digging a tree, or digging the hole for the trees. Fine, fantastic, well done. But none of their shoes were dirty, none. And you could see this was just a photo setup to say. And do you think Xi Jinping spent the whole day digging? No, he just stood there for a picture, smile, pretend like he's digging, then he's going to bugger off to have a cup of tea, because no way he's going to do that. And what the children did, well, they're all in white tracksuits or sports suits or whatever you like to call them, and their shoes were sparkling clean as well. So you can see it's just a photo opportunity. This is what we have to do with every kind of thing nowadays. It's a great shame. And this is the internet for you in a way that anyone can make a video like what I'm doing here. I'm just waffling on. Anyone can make a video. You can believe them or not. That's your choice. You can comment. That's your choice. You can say yes. You can say no. You can agree. You can disagree. But the way that you want to show your video and show that you are an honest and respectful and truthful person is not by being old, for example, or very good at talking. Nowadays, you've got to show the actual physical video evidence and not from media, from real people. And that's what I try and do. The amount of topics that I want to do and have a point of view over, but I can't show you any video evidence, I will just, well, let it go, because it's just, you're going to get too many people saying you're an idiot, you're a buffoon, example. And even some Western shills from China would have actually called me that just on written comments, saying, if you comment again, I will block you. I think the person knows who he is if he's watching this channel. So this is just a coffee chat. This is a little bit of a rant and a rave. There's no structure to this, but I do want to say, do watch this channel, because I will always try my best to be honest with you and truthful. And if I can't, then I'm not going to post the video. So everything that you see, I try to get all the information. If one guy says the Xiaomi SU7 or SU7 is wonderful, okay, fine, you're happy with it, but I will show the crashes of it and the air suspension that's gone wrong. Now, maybe this is only 1 or 2 cases, but it's a brand new it's a brand new car. It puts me off. So, and you're spending a lot of money for it. $30,000, $50,000 is a lot of money for a piece of metal with some, as someone says, it's like a milk float, with a piece of metal with 4 wheels and 4 machine engines inside it. Yeah. Let's leave it there before I get myself into more trouble. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now. Cheers.